welcome or welcome back to my channel if you're new. I am watching episode 6 of Tokyo Revengers, and in the last episode we had Takemichi go back to the present timeline and he finds out that Kenshin's died. Draken is dead because of circumstances that led to infighting within Tomen, and it was the gang was eventually divided between the Mikey supporters and the Draken supporters. And on August 3rd there was a battle that happens, and in that battle Kenshin dies, and because of that, I guess Mikey spirals out of control, which leads to the evil Mikey that's in our present timeline. So Takemichi is going back. He's going to prevent Kenshin from dying in order to save Tomen, and of course to save Mikey, and of course to save Draken himself from getting killed. But also we find out that Mobius, which is another gang, has done some pretty horrible shit, and Pachin especially has a personal connection to the events that has happened, and so now Tomen is going to go up against Mobius, and we're kind of at the start of our, I guess, our first big arc. And this arc is, I'm really excited for it because there's a lot of crazy shit that happens. So without further ado, I'm gonna get started. Oh, they're still at the hospital. Oh well, this is kind of like a short little recap. They're gonna take responsibility for what happened to the poor girl, and for all of the victims of this Mobius gang. Mikey without Draken just does not feel right, Tekemichi has followed them there. Oh my god, more of Mitsuya. I think this was added in. I don't remember this in the manga. Oh wait. I actually don't know. I think we all know my memory is not the greatest when it comes to plot and details. Oh, Mitsuya's taking Mikey home. That was so cute. Yeah, I think they already know you're there, my boy. Just oh, we're getting Draken. Is this a flashback of him? Oh my god. I already knew we were gonna get it, the flashback episode, because I saw previews. We're gonna get little Mikey and little Kenshin meeting for the first time. It's kind of sad. His mom and dad are both absent from his life, so he's kind of had to take care of himself on his own without really feeling, that sense of traditional, I guess, family. It's not wait, yeah, it's Draken. There's actually something very interesting about dragon tattoo, which will be revealed. I don't know if it's gonna be within this season, but it will be revealed. Wait, how old was he when he got that tattoo? 5th grade? Yeah, probably like 5th grade. You're gonna be one rotten adult. Did you just get that for free? Or would a child like him have all that money to get a tattoo, considering tattoos are really expensive? I don't know, maybe he has hookups. Oh, but I mean, it's him versus the group of them. That's so unfair. After after he beat down Vatican's leader. It's crazy how in elementary, they were already involved in like gangs, even if they, Toman wasn't even born yet, but like the presence of gangs is so strong. Wait till you see Mikey. Oh, it's a cute kid with all his freckles. Oh. Oh, Mikey's voice. A chibi. That height difference. Hmm? I think in the present, well, not present timeline because that would be, but like where we are now, I think they are third year middle schoolers, if I remember correctly, and Takemichi's a second year middle schooler. No hesitation. Did you see his little hops just to make sure, and then he just jumped. Oh. Oh my god. What do y'all expect? He's got a reputation. Yikes. Did you see his eyes? Really? They just all ran out of there. No, it's the first time we called him that. This is the present? He has a dragon tattoo. Okay, so Takemichi went back to the present to find out more about Mobius, and currently trying to find the former leader of Mobius, Osanai. Former commander of like a vicious gang, and his future is kind of like he grew up to have kind of the same personality as Takemichi at the very beginning, meek, always apologizing, always looking down. Whoa there. Oh my god. It's so scared. I'm shaking. Whose plan? Come on, you could at least say whose it is. The trauma of being, under the control of this person has led Osanai into this right now. Okay. A little bit that easy though to convince them without giving himself away. Oh my god, Akun. That must be something like so heavy for Takemichi, having, seen what Akun became and him, you know, jumping. You see, Aku's hair was just like, oh, please. They're so precious. He wants to be a hairstylist. Oh, this is something. Like, obviously, Takemichi, you know, having all of this love for his friends, he wants to see and wants to create a future where, you know, Akun is a hairstylist and everyone that, you know, he cares about is living their best life alive, and just that like heavy responsibility Takemichi is, you know, taken upon himself. That's, you know, that could easily become burdening. And he's alone in all of this. He's alone in the past. He doesn't have anyone that he can confide in about everything, you know, and just completely be honest. Pa and Pe. They always wanted to start fights with these two. Uh-oh. Do you really think they're gonna listen that easily, my sweetheart? It's a trap. How are you gonna explain to them that it's a trap, though? Oh my gosh. He's totally speaking as like the leader of Tomen. It wasn't gonna be that easy to do all of this. He really needs to be more convincing, but how can he really be able to do all that? I just became friends with you too. Pa should really stop using, you know, his fists first in every interaction. Use words first. Uh-oh. Silence, I swear. Red? I always thought movies would be white, considering Shinji. Oh, hey. Dick cheese. Can you believe that's the Osanai? Why is it in red though? Because in the manga, it's like, it's kind of clear that Mobius wears like a light colored uniform. Oh my god. How did they find out where they were though? Oh no, he's got a whole. Okay, okay. I was right. Because I know Mobius had a lighter colored uniform. Because there was like this great contrast between like the black and the red, not black and the white. I guess maybe just commanders or captains in under Mobius have a different colored uniform. That's so unfair. That whole group versus like the 5 of them. And Pa's already on the ground. Takemichi can't. It's like everything Takemichi said he shouldn't let happen is happening right now. I would assume because there's not really much going on in terms of like fighting in this episode, there won't be an uncensored version. But you know, I already anticipate in the upcoming episodes where it's actually Tomen versus Mobius, they're gonna have to censor a lot as well, and so I'm gonna be on the lookout for an uncensored version. This arc, obviously, it's kind of still at its beginning stages. Takemichi's kind of at a loss of what to do right now because, I mean, obviously he knew, and it's kind of obvious, it's not gonna be that easy to convince the, you know, like Tomen on the members, especially like Mikey and Draken. Maybe Draken would be easier to convince, but Mikey has really set out his sights for Mobius, and he just flat out rejected Takemichi's warning. And so yeah, currently they're gonna be, well, they got ambushed by Osuna and other members of Mobius, because I'm assuming this was a secret meeting between just the other commanders, but I mean other division captains, but Mitsuya and the other division leaders are not there, so I guess it's just between them. Pa and Pei I understand because they are the ones that kind of have the more personal connection to Mobius, so I guess this meeting was just for, you know, Mikey, Draken, Pachin, and Pan to like flesh out what they're gonna do against Mobius. Takemichi of course crashed it, to a little bit of a brawl, and then they got ambushed. So we'll see what happens in the next episode, but you know, already anticipate that a fight's gonna be breaking out. Oh, I really like that moment, you know, when Takemichi came back from the future and the first thing he sees is Akun, you know, alive and well and happy and still, you know, in his youth, and everything is fine for now between, well, for him specifically. And that must have been something really difficult, but also, I guess, really like gratifying for Takemichi, because having seen the worst of what can be done to Akun, just to see one of his beloved friends alive and well, and you know, talking about his dreams, must have hit something for Takemichi. And it's also really sweet how he was really encouraging Akun to go for his dreams, but also at the same time, for me as a viewer, it's something very heartbreaking because I know that Takemichi knows what Akun's future will be, and if Takemichi doesn't do anything to correct this timeline, Akun's gonna die in the future, Draken is gonna die, and of course Hina's gonna die. And just that burden, that just overload of heavy responsibilities that Takemichi has placed on himself, I don't think my capacity could ever, like, that is just the lives of all those people, but also just for all of the innocent, you know, civilians that were involved with the wrongdoings of Tomen in the future, like the evil Tomen. It's also something that is probably, you know, at the back of Takemichi's mind, and of course Mikey as well, and the other members of Tomen that he's, you know, briefly gotten to know so far. So just that overload of responsibility, and you know, it can quickly become a burden, and it's gonna take, and we've seen, you know, some of the emotional toll it's taken on Takemichi, and it's, you know, some parts in the upcoming episodes is gonna be even more heavier, which is something that really breaks my heart for Takemichi, but also something that I absolutely just look forward to for his character. That sounds really morbid. I mean, like, I'm looking forward to how he kind of resolves that, and his growth from everything that, sorry, his character development and character growth from everything that he has to go through. And so currently, Takemichi doesn't really have anybody on his side that knows everything. And so we will see how all of that will develop as well. But yeah, I think that's all my comments, and that's where I'll end this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this reaction video. If you have any thoughts or comments of your own, always feel free to leave them down below. And until the next video then, bye.